Last time on Building Resilience, we were checking out one more siding system, a bevel siding by AZEK, installed on the international headquarters of OA Design, Build and Architecture.
This is a brand new product from AZEK. This is their lap siding. It's PVC again, and it looks just like smooth cedar. So you can see we've installed it on our building here. If you're trying to make it look like, smooth cedar, why not just use smooth cedar? Well, right here, our neighbor's building, which still has wood, you can see the paint is released. Here it's rotting. All of the challenges that come with wood, which is a great material and it's beautiful, but let's face it, when it comes to our claddings, something that is really, really weather resistant is probably our best bet.
Before we broke out that bevel siding at Michael's office, we were installing an open cladding system composed of AZEK cladding and Benjamin Obdike's Invisorap UV and Batten UV.
We're using a PVC deck with a vinyl wrap. This is also from AZEK. It's their AZEK cladding, and it's specifically designed for open joint, which is what this type of cladding system is. It's all incredibly resilient and will last as long as the house.
Open joint cladding lets water enter and exit at will, so it relies on a kick-ass WRB to be the sole drainage plane and weather barrier. And that's where Benjamin Obdike comes in.
Over here, I'm using another product from Benjamin Obdike, which is their Invisorap UV, along with their HydroFlash UV tapes and their Batten UV. I'm saying UV a lot. That's because all of these things are UV stable. With open joint, we're exposing our WRB to the sun and we need it to be stable, right? So painting wood furring strips is a pretty laborious process, and getting continuity and thickness is really difficult. With the Batten UV, I've got a very compression resistant, super continuous, extremely durable, it's not gonna ever rot out, material to hold my cladding off of the wall to ensure that I've got the drainage, the airflow, and that really beautiful shadow line that we get with open joint, because it's pretty beautiful.
All of that was installed over the self-adhered WRB HydroGap SA as a failsafe, so that even if something does damage the Invisorap, there's a waterproof backup layer. We also used the HydroGap SA over the other parts of the addition, where we installed board and batten siding using AZEK's Paint Pro sheets and trim. And that turned out to be a really sharp look. One thing that's great about the peel and stick aspect of HydroGap SA is that it makes the house tighter against air leaks. Tight houses are good because they save energy, and also because you can use smaller pieces of mechanical equipment to heat and cool the space. This place is serviced by a few Mitsubishi EasyFit ceiling cassettes, a small boiler, and a small Mitsubishi air handler in the well-insulated attic to provide cooling to that second floor. The first and second floors are heated with hydronics, both within the floor system and with some existing cast iron radiators. Cooling for the main floor is accomplished with ceiling-mounted mini-splits where they're needed most, in the sunny sunroom and in the kitchen. Downstairs in the renovated basement, the EasyFit ceiling cassette provides heating and cooling. Another good thing about tight houses is that they allow you to control the air quality inside the living space. The key to controlling indoor air quality is usually keeping pollutants out of the house. So this house got a GTFO IAQ upgrade right from the start when we got rid of the so-called atmospherically vented combustion appliances and sealed and insulated the crawl space using styrofoam boards and froth packs. Keeping the crawl space warm and dry is critical to keeping the living space above it comfortable and free of bugs, mold, and rot. Sealing the crawl space can also help control radon and soil gases, but just to be sure, we installed a radon mitigation system in the house. Throughout the process of the show, we've mostly focused on the exterior, under the floor, and above the ceiling. But the inside of the house is pretty nice too. So just for shucks and giggles, we brought in some 3D camera wizards from Cena to film the before and after scenarios, just so we could make sure the indoor crew was actually doing something. In the beginning, there was a big old fireplace, a freezing cold sunroom, and an oddly remodeled bathroom upstairs. The basement was mostly dark, moist, and not very inviting. Turns out, while we were focusing on that exterior enclosure, there was an army of elves inside cranking up the swank. The fireplace was replaced with an entertainment center, unlike many you've ever seen. The chili bin was upgraded to a plush sitting space, and the soggy addition is now a kitchen with crazy cabinets, counters, and colors. Okay, maybe they're not that crazy. And have you seen the bathrooms? Wild tile designs that really personalize the space for this happy new family. Aside from the swank, the home's resilient in the face of severe cold, which is the biggest climate danger that Minneapolis faces. This resilient home is crazy, cool, comfortable, efficient, and healthy. By design, yo! That's building resilience.